Sorry about that. Cut out a little bit. So let me go ahead and put you back in the holster here. This works now a little bit better. Okay, looks like it's going. And so here is the bread. So here is the bread. And then I'm going to go ahead and just knead it a little bit because the top was a little dry. And I'm just going to try to work it in there and try to get any other dough. And I know it's been rising for about 6 hours, and it almost smells like a little bit of sourdough. That yeast kind of work in there, and it smells a little beerish. So, for all you beer people out there, making bread can maybe get you drunk. Kind of cool. Anyway, that's the best I can do with it here. This is where I want to shape it, but let's put some oil in that pan. Okay. So there's the pan. Let's put some oil in there. Any oil, doesn't matter. Let's see what I have right now. I got some grapeseed oil. So that's just what I have. Got some grapeseed oil, and just oil the pan. And I find that oiling the pan does help me release the bread from the pan, because even though this was supposed to be a non-stick, it does stick. It sticks anyway. So I just get in there and make sure all the nook and crannies are filled. Right here. And so all the nooks and crannies, the sides are oiled, because when I pop it out, I just wanted to pop it out, but you'll see. You will all see this. Okay. So, oops, sorry. As this is going, okay. So it's just oiled, very well oiled. Okay. So you see the oil in here. Just making sure all the sides are oiled. And then here, let's put that right there now. Yeah, so I'll pick this up out of here. And now, I'm going to slap it around a little. Never hurts. Let me know who's the boss. Good. So this is kind of where you want to shape it. You want to shape it, just give it a shape to it. Roll the bottom. There's a couple ways I've seen it done. I've seen people put this way up on top and have this as a crack, so as the dough rises and cooks, it fold open. But I don't like it that way that much. I personally like to just make it into this kind of shape here. You don't have to be perfect. Just enough to, feel it. Because what you're supposed to do, I'm not sure if this is going to work because I let it go too far, but have it rise again, and it'll fill the pan. But I've kind of let it rise a little more, but we'll see if it rises again. I like to do it within the first 2 hours, but I overslept, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, we'll just dump it right there. Kind of stretch it out to make it, to fill it. Make sure okay, I'm just going to leave it like this, and let's see if I'm just going to see if it rises any more. And I usually just go ahead and put it right back in here. I usually just put it right back in there, and okay, we'll see what happens. Let's see if it rises again, and like that. There's the cat. There's Mr. Mittens. There he is. Cat never leaves the house. When I don't know if Mr. Mittens would survive. I'm sure he would, but this is the one domesticated cat. Yeah, go lick yourself. Anyways, I'll be barbecuing from this point on, or not barbecuing, but starting that fire at the next episode. Beautiful day. Now you can see my backyard here, and if you've seen my other series, you'll see the installing this ladder in the backyard series in that episode. There it is. It's we'll get it started. We'll usually have a hack. I won't say a hacksaw. A hatchet. A hatchet. I did put some wood here. That's the dry area. And then yeah, here's the hatchet. I cut up the wood and then get that fire started. And after that, I just feed the fire and try to get it to like about 350 degrees, sometimes more. And about, I would say, half an hour. Of course, I always continually turn the pan to make sure it gets an even heat. You'll see what I'm talking about. So stay tuned for the next episode. I'm gonna be making bread, and you'll see. It may not turn out that great because I let the dough rise a little too much. Usually, what I like to do is have the dough rise for the first hour or so. Knead it just to, because the top part of the dough will dry out a little bit. Knead it and then shape it and then put it into the pan, the oiled pan, and then let it rise for another hour or 2 hours after that, and then it rises in the pan. We'll see what happens. Anyways, this is what you see, unedited, uncut. If it happens that way, it happens. So if the dough doesn't rise that much, I mean, it'll rise when you bake it, but it's kind of nice when it's already risen that high, and then it starts to the outside of the dough when you put into the pit here starts to caramelize, and it just seems more fluffier and lighter. But we'll see what happens. All right, thanks a lot, and stay tuned and subscribe and come watch the next episode of this series. Thank you.